First and foremost, we want to be clear that what we are sharing with you are strategies and concepts that can be implemented by individuals who understand the logistics of how these techniques work. We are not giving you specific tax or financial advice. We are simply giving you three key elements of how to approach such platforms as far as the literal, the mental, and spiritual format needed to be successful with your aspirations.
What's up, world? You're tuning in to FBN, and this is another episode of Finance Bros Network. I am the one half of finance, Anton Leftwich.
Oh, by the way, this is Mike the Poe, the other half.
Yes, sir. The other half. You know, I like to say that.
And with Finance for the Unknown, we are honored to be here for you, our present and future wealthians. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, man, we back in the chair, Mike.
You know we love it. We love it. We're here for our wealthians, bro.
Yeah. I gotta say, I appreciate getting back to the chair this time more than any other time. So sometimes we go through life, man. Life will keep lifing, man. But hey, this is our happy place,
and that's true to form. Life keep lifing. I love the way you say that. Life keep lifing, because definitely what life is about right now. That's what we're going to talk about today.
For sure, absolutely, man. And right now we're going to be talking about a very special subject today. Our boy Mike then broke it down for y'all to the bare essentials to make sure it gets through. All right, so you're going to talk about K-shaped stagnation economy. Mike, what the heck is that?
So a lot of people say, what is a K-shape or stagnation economy? Now, in our UPI community, you might say, why is that important to me? Why should I care what's a K-shaped economy? Why should I care a stagnation economy? Well, that's what we're here for. That's what we're going to tell you why you should care. Because I know sometimes you might have heard it on the news, you heard it on TV, or somebody saying, you ain't paid no attention to that. I'm like, what is that? But, at Finance Bros Network, we want to bring it to you in the simplest form to ensure that you understand what that means and how it affects you. So if you are watching us or you're listening to us on the radio, we wanted to make sure to let you know when you hear that again, or maybe you never heard it, and now we're bringing it to your attention, how it's going to affect you, so that way you know how to move with your finance, right?
Right. It's absolutely. And Mike, we all love how you break things down into the where you could get it across simple, break it down to the simple, right?
Right.
So just one layer at a time. So we'll break down the K shape first, and then we'll go into the stagnation economy. So let's break it down the first portion, and then we'll go into the second.
Okay. So the first portion we're going to talk about today is the K shape economy. What is K-shaped economy? And what I'm going to go ahead and do is just put up a small graphic, but it's very simple. It's a K. And basically what's a K-shaped economy means, and if you Google it, it might be a little bit, like what?
But different variations
of it. But I'm going to keep it simple. As a matter of fact, I'm going to read it. It says a K-shaped economy means some people are going up financially while other are going down financially. So basically, and as you see on the graph, you have the K's going up. That means people who have money are going to continue to get money and get paid. And people who don't have money, it's going to continue to be harder for them to get money, to get paid. There's nothing that's going to allow the people who are underprivileged. And we talk about not saying that other word the government likes to use, but people who are in that position, there's really nothing that's going to help them go up, that K, as you can see in the graphic here. So that K is going up. People who have, certain assets, people who have certain stocks, people who have certain things that generates money are going to continue going up.
Yeah, yeah.
And people who don't have those type of things, who are kind of just working paycheck to paycheck and trying to struggle to make things happen, it's continuously going to be a struggle. So they say that because there's nothing going on that's going to help, either side with their situation, if that makes sense. You understand? But, where does a lot of the underprivileged, I could say pretty much 80% of our society is at?
Yeah,
they are at that downtrend.
Yeah.
The underprivileged is at that downtrend. So just understanding when people say that, and this is based, we're not going to go into, and if you do want to do your own research, you absolutely can go out and do it and say, why would they say K-shaped economy? And there's a math behind it. There's, the GDP, gross product, global products, all that stuff calculates into it. Credit, how many people are using their credit, and how capital is being, how companies are generating revenue. All that factors into this K-shaped economy thing. But we just want you to know how it affects you, because if you want to, absolutely, I would encourage you to go and do your due diligence and dive into, okay, this is how the K-shaped economy is going to affect me. But at least if you're aware, and maybe you wanted to start something, you got a little bit of money, you want to do this, you want to do that, maybe this is not the right time to go ahead and do it, because there might not be a support out there for you to kind of get out of where you're at. So you have to be aware on how you move. Not to say you can't do it. You can always do what you need to do. You have the heart, and we talk about that. You have the spirituality, you have the faith in doing it. Get it done. Just know it might be a little bit harder than usual. So that's what the K-shaped economy is about and how it works.
Got you. And look, this is a opportunity for us too, Mike, because we can be going back and understanding some of these principles that we've talked about, like emotional spending. Right. So these are things to consider right now, because you already know that the tides are going against us, right? Yep. So let's help ourselves, wealthians. Let's help ourselves by applying some of these principles that are just our real basic muscles to exercise. Right. Saving, putting that, paying ourselves first. If we have a job, putting that first 10% to ourselves, put it away, save it, or put it somewhere where it's working for us. Right. Got a good t-shirt later for that.
There you go.
Right. So, seriously, so we're working for our money should be working for us. And things like emotional spending, especially when we see what's going on in the world, it really gets a lot of people. What was this thing that happened recently? There was supposed to be some bombs coming over here from wherever.
Oh yeah, when they said that, Iran, or is it Iran, that could shoot a bomb over here from to California.
Bro, that was old news, man.
To California.
But do you know how much toilet paper that sold? I'm just saying, bro. Because we get caught up in these social media posts and this in the news and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist. I'm giving information that's facts.
Right.
You know what I mean? This guy was on the live talking about, you need to go get toilet paper, you need to go get canned food, you need to go stock up on all this stuff. Bro, ain't nobody messing with America, man. Come on, man.
and I get it. We can never say never for nothing, but the probability of this happening, trust me, it would be, let's just look at it this way. This war and everything that's happening right now, it's a financial grab. I don't know if that makes sense.
Right.
It's something financial. Doesn't make sense to bomb everybody, kill everybody. Then how does that help anybody financially?
It don't. War's supposed to make money.
Right.
It makes a lot of money.
Right. Think about it that way. And there's rules to war.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
There's rules to war. They're not trying to bomb civilians. You see one of the first bombs hit a school next to us, and they made a big deal about that. The point of the war is to cripple each other financially. And if you look at what Iran is doing, they're fighting this war financially. They're crippling the oil, the way the oil is flowing, because they have 20% control of our world oil. So yeah, you can fight me. You can be the big dog, but you know who's going to win this war? Whoever is smart financially, or who has the tools financially to affect each other.
Yeah, and so let's talk about the war we fighting regardless of what's going on in or outside of the world. We fighting the war of emotional spending, emotional rash decisions. We're fighting the war of how we prepare, how we show up every day, the energy that we bring. So by doing these things, by preparing for these things in this way, that will help us to show up prepared. And at the end of the day, just be ready, be prepared for the worst, but still be optimistic for the best case scenario, right? If we're gonna go get canned food, there's canned food kitchens in the city. I know, especially here in the Bay Area, there's canned food kitchens. You can go get it discounted. There's things you can do to spend that money. I mean, toilet paper. If you're gonna go buy a whole bunch of it, go get it from Costco, because it'll be you'll get it in bulk and you'll get a discount. So just if we're gonna do it, there's a way to do it that can be beneficial to you in the long run.
Right. And just back on the K-shaped economy, look at what this war is doing to our TSA workers, who are kind of the lowest people on the totem pole, where Congress, is not passing a bill to help the Department of Security, Homeland Security, DHS, to have funding in order to fund that department, which is TSA, which these people are the ones that are at the airport who are helping us. Now they're going, as we film this show, they're going about 2-3 weeks without a paycheck.
Dang, that's right. Yeah.
So again, you see how they're just probably working from paycheck to pay. The average TSA worker makes $40,000. Matter of fact, it's $39,000. The average, depending where you are. But think about that. Come on, $40,000. You're not building a future. You don't have assets that are growing. Again, you're not going up the K. You're going down the K.
Yeah.
So you have to think about it that way. And then you know what? And it brings me to this mindset that we have to have. We can't go out there and just, to your point, Anton, have emotional spending and try to do more than we have to right now. And it got me thinking about this saying. It says, "Patience protects the future."
Sure, that's a T-shirt.
That's definitely a T-shirt.
They got the first one.
Right.
Remember, we averaging 3.
So patience protects the future. So be patient, wealthians. We are in a UPI, underprivileged income status, that we're trying to get into a privileged status. So we have to protect what we have, make that budget. One of our a couple of episodes back, that's one of the first things we talked about. We said, we reiterated it. Yeah, budget. Go back and do that budget. Go back and don't spend. You're going to have time. Just be patient. If you can, stack your savings, stack your money. So that way, when the time is right, and it's not going to be like this forever. I promise you. It's not going to be, I've been around for a minute. I don't like to disclose my age, but I got a couple
of decades. Don't date yourself, man.
But I do have a couple of decades of seeing our financial system go like this. Like a roller coaster. It goes up and down like this.
Secular, man.
So we just have to, when the peak comes with finance, bro, we're going to tell you, bye. Do what you got to do, go get something. But right now it's at the low. He's like, yo, chill. Right here. We down here. Chill. So we got to chill. So that way we can, when it's time for us to ready to do something, to jump into something new, to try to help us get out of that UPI scenario, we are able to, because we were patient.
Right. And that's what we want to do at FBM. Like we want to we want, obviously, like we always say, we want to provide fundamentals, encourage you guys to go out, do your own due diligence so you can find the best solution for yourself, because everybody's situation is different. We also want to break it down and know that, we have tools.
Right.
Remember that there are tools and they're accessible to everybody. The game, in a sense, is fair. I was saying the other day, we were doing something at the office here, and it was something going on with a company out there, and I was making an example to a guy, and I was trying to coach him a little bit, and I was like, that's really not fair. And I caught myself. I was like, nah, I don't like to say that it's not, because life ain't fair.
Life ain't fair.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, you're right. It's not fair, but don't give it no power. Right. You know what I mean? Let's look for how we can give ourselves the edge, right? And all we can do, because if it's not our fault, then it's like we also saying that we ain't got no control over it too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if we can have something to do with the solution, then what are the tools that we have at our disposal to go forward to the solution? I just want to think about you, Mike, man. Boy, if we gonna talk about a problem, but right after that, we gonna talk about a solution.
You know that.
And we not finna get off this phone, leave this room, get out this meeting without go. It's gonna be 20% problem and 80% solution based.
There you go. And this ain't clickbait, because you'll be looking at the TikToks, you'll be looking at the Instagrams, the Facebooks, or whatever. It's all clickbait. They said, do you know what a K-shaped economy is? Do you know what stagnation? Do you know how it's affecting us? Do you know? And then all of a sudden it cuts off. What the hell?
Right.
You started the conversation and then you ain't ended up. So that's not what FBN is about.
We ain't trying to leave you on the ledge.
Right. We're gonna give you the clickbait, but we gonna expound on the solution. You ain't leaving here without knowing the solution. If you gotta rewind to hear what the K-shaped economy says, rewind it. Whether you're listening to us right now, you can stop and push it back a few minutes, or you're watching us on TV. Pause and push it. What he said about K-shaped? Yeah, go back to see what I said about K-shaped economy.
Yeah.
And so that way you can understand what we're talking about.
And then go back and remember the tools. Right. In all the other episodes, in this episode included, we giving you all the tools, the essentials to go ahead and get through it and remain in the solution. Right. Which is the most important thing. So I think now, Mike, we're getting to stagnation.
Now we're getting into stagnation. All right, cool. And stagnation is pretty self-explanatory, but when it comes to finance, it's a little different. So basically, you hear the word stagnation, and it comes from the word stagnant. Now, if you don't know what stagnant means, that means something that pretty much stays still, don't really move, and it's not moving the way you want it to move. So we went from K-shaped economy that they talk about to stagnation. Like, they're saying everything in the same breath. And in the financial world, both ain't good. So, and basically what stagnation is, what happens is your rent goes up, food goes up, but your paycheck stays the same.
How about that? Hold on. You mean to tell me they don't come to you and they say, hey, gas is up to $6. We're going to give you a 30% bump?
What?
They don't do that?
What? Just to prove this point and to hit it home to our UPI community, our underprivileged community, federal, and I keep my bad if I don't tell you the exact number, but what is minimum wage still at?
Oh, gosh.
What is minimum wage still at? $7-something? Does that make any kind of sense? In California, in some areas in California, they're going to try by 2030, I heard they're going to try to make it $30 an hour. Because they say that's the cost of living in California.
It's expensive. Yeah.
But what the federal is doing? Nothing. For people in our middle states, there are still some states who are giving people $7 an hour, some change, for minimum wage.
Wow.
A lot of waiters have that $7 an hour.
Oh, yeah, because they get them on that because they get tips.
Because they get the tips.
Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about? So that's the stagnation. And also that's added into stagnation, the meaning, yes, rent goes up, food goes up, and there's no employment opportunity. These corporations are not hiring nobody.
Right, yeah.
Because they don't know what the economy is doing. It's stagnant. Remember what we talked about stagnant? So there's like, man, I need 20 people, but let's hold off. And what does that do to you and I?
We can make it work with 5.
Right. Let's make it work with 5. So you're like, wait a minute, are you going to give me more pay? No, stagnation. No. Stagnation.
You work.
You're like, and then you at the job. What the stagnation? I don't care about stagnation. I got gas bills going up.
Hey, but you working though.
Right. I got food going up, gas prices, and I know everybody is feeling them gas prices.
Yeah.
Everybody. Now it's worse for us in California. Real talk. There's some gas stations at $8 a gallon. Can you imagine? Can you imagine at $8+ gallons, $8+ a gallon?
I got somebody I know
that some people are paying.
I got somebody I know is like they got a 36 gallon tank in their truck, man. And they commute. I think they they said something like $2,000 a month in gas. Actually no, they actually bought a car to cut down on the gas, and they was paying themselves. In other words, it was making more money for the new payment,
right?
Than they were paying the gas. So it's like it was a wash,
right?
It's crazy. You could buy a car,
right,
to pay less in gas than you're even paying in the car payment.
Incredible, isn't it?
So it was like you got a free car. Because you still got to commute though. That sucks,
right.
You know.
But that's the word stagnation. So again, UPI, our wealthians, why we're here telling you this, why we're here talking about K-shaped economy, why we're here talking about stagnation economy, because it affects you, and they know you ain't listening. Right. And I said it the way I said it. They know you ain't listening.
So listen.
So it's up to us. Yeah. It's up to, people like us, people who have a best interest to make sure our people understand what it means and how it affects you and how you need to move. If you know your rent is if you know your rent is going up, food's going up, and everything's going up, are you gonna plan a vacation to Disney?
Man, bro, Mike, and let me say this again. They know we ain't listening. Mike, say that again.
They know we ain't listening.
That's deep, man.
And that's why they say these things, and the people that it really affects, it's like it's falling onto deaf ears. You ever hear that analogy? It's falling onto deaf ears. But they have something so that means this has already been written. They have their strategy for it. Remember, we started with the K-shaped economy. What's happening to all those people that have money, and what's going on with them? It's going up. So why do they care about the underprivileged that is in a stagnation economy where their rent goes up? Because the person with their assets and everything going up, guess what? That person, your rent went up. He's making more money. He's on the up shape, so he don't feel the rent going up because he's collecting it. Right.
Yep.
He's the one that's collecting it, or she's the one that's collecting it.
Exactly.
So think about that, wealthians. These are the situations that we in, and we're here to let you know, so you know how to move. You know how to make decisions, financial decisions, family life decisions, so you don't get caught up. So you're not in a desperate situation. And as these things go up, you know, the help you can get, you could now qualify for maybe food stamps or WIC. My bad. You know, some people don't say food stamps no more, but WIC.
We'll come up with a new word for that too.
Right. WIC or grants, certain grants, because when you have all these things going up, your income is not going up. Now you're going to be put in a position where, okay, you were able to eat maybe 7 nights a week, but now because of the rent going up or the food going up, you only have enough to eat 6 nights a week. And that might qualify you for things that you weren't qualified before. Right. So you need to go out there and seek those type of help. Keep checking in. Check in with your government. Check in with everything. There's a lot of help out there. And, you know, this is a different topic for a different day. The reason why all these helps out there, because they're tax deductions for the people that are giving the help.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a way for them to save and make more money by helping you. So that's how the system is working against you.
Right.
You understand? They don't want you to make the money.
Right.
Because they don't want you to take over their business or be better than them. And we know we can be better than them. Whatever we take ownership of, we become better than them.
Right.
But they want to keep us down. So they invent all these scenarios, K-shaped economy, stagnation. They talk about it and they know we ain't listening. Because if we would listen, who knows how we move, what we do with each other, how the decisions we make wouldn't affect us as much, and we would know how to move.
Right. And look, it ain't time to be prideful. It's time to be smart.
Right.
You know, in this stagnation economy, we just need to be smart. And look, the solutions are not difficult.
They're not.
Yeah, it's some of this that we saying right now may sound basic. Well, then that means it's easy to do it.
Exactly.
Right? We're not giving hard obstacles here. It's just be smart, save money, don't spend emotionally, look for programs to get assistance, and utilize what's at our fingertips. This is something that all of us can do.
And this is something we don't talk a lot about, but it's part of our three things that we talk about in our breakdown. And I know I'm always focusing on the literal, and my brother over here is focusing on the spiritual.
Absolutely.
But the mental, it's like your mental strength has to be strong now. You have to mentally say, no, I ain't going to do this. No, I don't have to go to the movies. I'll wait until it comes out on Netflix or whatever. You know, I'm not going to go, because going to the movies by yourself with yourself is average between $30 and $50. Depends where you are in what state you're in. Between $30 and $50 by yourself. Because you're going to get popcorn, you're going to get soda, you're going to sit down, you're going to pay for the movie. It's going to run you about $30 in some areas. In some areas, it's going to run you $50. So why would I go to the movies now?
Right, man.
Why would I have, because it make me feel, all right, there's a lot of stuff that's been coming out on Netflix that you're paying $19 a month for, so sit down and watch that.
I mean, why not? I mean, you know, if you treat yourself every now and then, if you really feel like you put in the work, and you did something good, yeah, go ahead, treat yourself.
But every once in a while is cool.
Yeah, but let's be honest with ourselves too now. Okay? I mean, for real. We know when we deserve to spoil ourselves a little bit, and when we know it's time to get to work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you go ahead. You go finish your thought.
No, well, what I was going to say, you know, in the mindset of keeping it simple, like if you're going to go sit at home, not go to the movies, go to a Dollar General, Dollar Tree, buy popcorn for $1.25, because Dollar Store ain't no dollar no more.
Ain't no dollar no more.
So everything is, it's a little, but it's not $15 for a bucket of popcorn at the theater.
Yeah, for real, man. No, you said the candies, right? The candies.
The candies.
The box candy.
Box candy, $1.25 at the movie theater.
It's the same box candy, bro.
Same box. Matter of fact, at the dollar store, Dollar Tree, if you got a Dollar Tree in your area, it says movie box candy.
Somebody got smart and did that a long time ago, man.
So when the movie theater runs out, they don't have to wait for the host. They say, this is that Dollar Tree. Go pick up a bunch of jelly beans over and put it over here. And they slap on $4.25. They just made $3 and change on it.
For real, man.
And all they had to do was cross the street to the dollar store and get it.
And if you got kids, you know how much that's saving?
Gangster.
Hey, man, you know what just hit me right now? You got the literal, the mental, and the spiritual, right?
Mm-hmm.
The mental is the bridge between the literal and the spiritual.
I feel you.
It's the gap.
It's the gap. That makes sense,
bro.
Wow, we just
had
an evolution here on Finance Bro Network podcast. Look at that.
Now we gotta do an episode about just that.
Yeah, we're gonna make that happen
for sure. We gonna do that, y'all.
Right, we're gonna make that.
Yeah, for sure. So look, man, I think we're gonna go and get into the breakdown.
Let's get into the breakdown.
I want to stay on that for a little bit.
Right,
we're gonna say that for another episode.
We got some affirmation here about the mental, so we're gonna focus on that for you because right now that's the support you're gonna need in what we're talking about with the K-shape and the stagnation economy. You're going to have to strengthen your mental, and we're going to support that.
Yeah.
We're going to make that happen for them.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, let's just go into the breakdown. So, the literal, make sure every dollar you have has a job.
Woo! Man, say it one more time.
Make sure every dollar you have has a job.
Yes, indeed, man. Hey, wait. Credit to wifey, the queen of Finance Bro, or the queen of the one half of Finance Bros Network. My queen Kai, man. I heard her say that one time, bro, and I've been saying it ever since. Every dollar gotta have a job.
Every dollar gotta have a job.
We work hard for our money, bro. It needs to work hard for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And if you don't understand what that means, it just goes back into planning. You plan whatever money, paychecks you're getting, you're planning what the dollar is going to, as opposed to having it in your hand and you see $200, $300, $400 in your hand and you want to go do something crazy where rent is due, you got to buy food, you got to pay electricity, you got to pay water, you got to pay for garbage, you got to pay for gas. Every dollar in your hand right there has a job.
I love it, man. I love that. That's T-shirt number 2 for sure. Yeah, I know we had another one a little bit ago, but that's why I missed it. So
I think it was patient protects our future. That's T-shirt number 1.
There we go. That's T-shirt number 2. Then,
right. So the mental is stay laser focused mentally, so you can have control over your financials. Or finance.
I love it, man.
All right.
I love it, brother. Hey, that strong mental focus. A lot of things can be going on, but we can remember why we started. We can remember why we going wherever we going, why we doing whatever we doing. There's always a why.
Right.
Why in anything, especially for our entrepreneurs out there.
Right.
Your why gotta make you cry.
Right.
Mentor told me that one time. Your why gotta make you cry. Yeah, man. So just remember that and use that.
Right. And then we like we promised, we're gonna make sure we're gonna do, if we have to do a whole episode on mental, because we know right now mentally you're stagnant.
Mental health is actually a really big thing
and
nowadays,
it's huge
bro.
In our community, but nobody talks about it.
No.
Nobody talks about it.
It's taboo.
That's why we gonna talk about it.
Because it's uncomfortable.
That's why we gonna talk.
We gonna have the uncomfortable talk.
That's why
right
we
here.
gonna make it happen for y'all.
For sure, absolutely, for sure. All right, so I love this spiritual one right here, man. All right, stay grounded and let purpose protect your direction, brother. Just talked about why we started. You know what I'm saying? Your purpose, man. Let the purpose, our purpose that we know we are put here, let it protect our direction. If it ain't part of the purpose,
right,
it don't go.
Right.
If it ain't part of the purpose, we don't do it. That's how we stay in alignment. If it's not part of the purpose, we're going to come up with a t-shirt for that. If it's not part of the purpose, then it ain't worth it.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
That. If it ain't part of the purpose, it ain't worth it.
T-shirt number 3. There we go.
And we haven't even got to the T-shirt yet.
For real. Haven't even got to the T-shirt yet, right? So, yeah, that's just remember that right there, man. Yeah, if it ain't part of the purpose, then it ain't worth it.
Man, I like that. I like that. We got to write that one down.
Yeah, we got to write that one down. So, it's going to go in the vault. It's going to go on the board tonight.
Yeah. Well, here's the actual T-shirt for our episode, which is a little bit play on words, but inflation got hands, but I got a budget. So
I'm gonna stop reading them T-shirts beforehand, bro, because I like when it just hits me like that.
Inflation got hands, but I got a budget.
Man, got them Mike Tyson hands.
So you got to block. That budget is blocking that inflammation every time it's coming at you. You just like, I got a budget. Bop. I got a budget. Bye.
I love it. Hey, look, inflation got them Mike Tyson hands.
You shoot.
We gotta have a Bustin' Douglas.
Yeah, the first one to
only gotta knock him out one time.
One time.
That's it, man. We could derail all non-beliefs.
There you go.
I love it, man. I love it. And of course, Mike, you got the best practice.
The best practice. Here we go.
This is the Siderata.
The Siderata. What you always say, the Siderata. So this is for this season. Everything from the first episode of this season to now, I kind of put it all together as a best practice. So if you hear what I'm saying, then you'll go back to that episode and watch. Oh, what did he mean about that? Because he mentioned it in the best practice.
Yeah, remember, it's an add up of everything.
Everything. Yep. So here we go. Whether it's Trump or anyone else in office, you are the president of your pocket.
Yes.
The wealthy and policy is what matters most for your future. And don't forget it, wealthians. Mm-hmm. The way you move today is how you slay tomorrow. Maybe with digital currency, because ready or not, here it comes. So learn it and embrace it, because it is the future of our finance. Or you can jump into something that's more regulated and you can trust, like fractional stocks. Mm-hmm. So either this or that. Wealthians don't spend it, invest it. And with some money coming in, get a life insurance policy that can grow the money or benefit your family on maintaining a wealthian status.
Yes, sir.
That is why leveling up your mind and your pockets for the holiday should be your first option. So for 2026, strategize on your financial plans without emotions to your peace in order to grow wealth. But this stagnation and K-shaped economy, it's hard to grow. So remember the Wealthian Creed with FBN. PBC, be patient, be on time, be consistent. With PB and J, be polite, be bold, and be joyful. While you doing
it. I love it, man. I love it, man. PB and C with the PB and J. Ain't even gotta cut the crust off.
So we always talk about it. Wanted to put it in the best practice. Again, we might have mentioned it in the beginning of this season or the end of last season. But we always going to bring it back around to remind you, because that's what's going to help you grow. That's what's going to help you remember what you need to do for the best interests of not only for you, but for you and your family.
Yeah, and look, this is not taught; it's caught. Y'all remember that,
right?
You hear it, but then you learn it in doing it. All right, so y'all remember. And look, don't forget to come check us out. Y'all already know Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, all your social media podcast platforms. Don't forget to come check us out. And obviously, y'all remember to come show us some love right here at our home on HHN TV. And as usual, Mike,
I appreciate you.
Hey, you already know. We'll see you at the bank.
Peace out, y'all.
Take care.